It's Weekend Update with Colin Jost and Michael Che.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, everyone.
Welcome to Weekend Update. I'm Michael Che.
I'm Colin Jost. Well, guys, it happened. Last night, President Trump posted an AI-generated image of himself as the Pope, apparently ordering a one-way ticket to hell. Who posts a photo of themselves dressed like a guy who died a week ago? Trump was at the Pope's funeral. That means he walked past an open casket and was like, oh, we should do a who wore it best. It's truly like if the week Queen Elizabeth died, I posted this. I don't know, I just feel like as a Catholic, Trump's photo just feels slightly disrespectful. Also, if Trump really wants to be Pope, he should probably stay away from J.D. Vance.
President Trump responded to a report showing the U.S. economy was declining by posting, "Be patient. And if his brain gets any worse, he's gonna be patient." Attorney General Pam Bondi claimed that if not for Donald Trump seizing fentanyl at the border, 75% of all Americans could be dead. But hey, don't threaten us with a good time.
In a cabinet meeting, President Trump acknowledged that due to his tariffs, this Christmas, children might only get 2 dolls instead of 30 dolls. Which brings me to my new segment, Oh, Hell No.
Oh, hell no!
Oh, boy.
Now, I rarely talk directly to the president, but you listen and you listen good. If I wake up on Christmas morning and I run downstairs to find only 2 dolls under my tree, I will lose my effing mind. There better be a second tree with 28 dolls. And you know, I've put up with a lot under Trump so far. He might be cutting Social Security. Okay, they're old. Screw him. He's deporting innocent kids. They gotta grow up sometime. But if only 2 dolls show up when I've made tea for 30, oh, hell no!
This has been Oh, hell no!
Elon Musk announced that he will step back from his role with Doge, but as always, Elon pulled out a little too late. It was reported that the Homeland Security Department has created a method to assess tattoos and determine if they are gang signs. The way it works is they check to see if the tattoo is on brown skin.
President Trump defended his tariffs, saying that the poor economic numbers were Joe Biden's fault. Well, guess what I wasn't forced to do during Biden's economy? Buy myself just the horse from Unicorn Academy without the doll that goes with her.
President Trump impersonated a transgender weightlifter in a speech to graduates at the University of Alabama, which is a sentence so stupid it couldn't even get into the University of Alabama. There is speculation that the next pope could come from Africa, which would mean he'd have to travel over Colin's dead body.
Honestly, I'm just still thinking about the dolls.
What happened to you, man?
President Trump posted that he is bringing back Columbus Day. And as a tribute to Columbus, RFK is bringing back smallpox.
Ye is accusing a Beverly Hills dentist of getting him addicted to nitrous oxide, which caused him extreme mental distress. The dentist apologized, saying he didn't realize he had the tank set to Nazi. He had no idea.
Okay. We're finding the line. Well, starting on May 7th, all Americans will be required to have a real ID in order to board an airplane. Here to comment is Michael Longfellow.
Thank you for having me. Guess what? I'm not getting the real ID. Oh, sit down, sit down.
No one is standing.
Prove it. But seriously, Colin, I've got a message for the government. Can I get a close-up on this? Hey, government. No. You already gave me an idea. If it's fake, you fix it. And you're doing this now? The Pope is dead. Let me mourn.
Okay, so you're not getting a real ID.
I already have an ID, and now you're telling me I have to go to the DMV, to go to the airport, to fly on a plane? What a day! How should we end it? Diarrhea? No. No, I don't think I will. You know what I'd rather be than the DMV? The hospital with a bullet in my penis.
My God, is that something that happens?
It must have at least once. No, but if you think I'm not going to the DMV on my day off. You're out of your mind. I work way too hard, like 12 hours a week.
You're at SNL and you only work 12 hours a week?
When you love your job, it never feels like work. No, I'm just not in that much stuff this season. But it's fine. I walk around. They don't really keep tabs on your whereabouts here, so.
Well, they absolutely do.
Uh-oh.
All right, Michael, well, if you don't get a real ID, you're just not going to be allowed to fly.
What? Honey, it's 2025. Planes are barely allowed to fly. They've been like that Pete Holmes HBO show, Crashing. Thank you. It's just, is this really the time for the airport to be making demands? Nay! I think it's time for them to make a deal. Condition 1, no more delayed flights. If there's a mechanical issue with the aircraft, after 2 hours, the passengers can vote to risk it. And we get to choose if we land regular or flipped. Condition 2, if the TSA has to touch your crotch, they have to keep going until you climax.
Amen, brother.
Final condition, 5 ounces.
5 ounces, just instead of 3 ounces?
2 more ounces. Not a lot, but it shows me they're willing to negotiate. What is even the argument for getting the real ID?
The argument, I guess they say it's going to make air travel safer.
Safer? If I go to the airport with my normal ID and they don't let me on a plane, I'll do a terrorism. How about that?
Cheer. You'll do a terrorism?
That's right. I'll board the plane with 12 hard-boiled eggs. And not even for the smell, just so people know I have money.
Dude, what is wrong with you?
How much time do you have?
No more time. Michael Longfellow, everyone.
To be continued. I'm not getting it.
The sex trafficking trial of Sean Combs begins in New York next week. And just like his parties, I'm only going there to watch. All right.
The U.S. Navy said that it lost a $60 million F-18 fighter jet after it fell off an aircraft carrier into the ocean. Well, thankfully, there's nobody at the bottom of the ocean who could use an airplane. Oh, God.
I liked it, Colin. This week marks the 50th anniversary of the end of the war in Vietnam. Also turning 50, a lot of half-white Vietnamese kids.
We're on a roll. Uber is offering teenagers free rides to prom. So get ready. Your driver, Matt, will be arriving soon.
Let's see if we can keep this grown train rolling. The U.S. has announced a new series of $50 coins featuring superheroes like Batman and Superman. So better luck next time, Tubman.
Yes.
When's the show? Is it tomorrow?
A Chihuahua named Pearl, who is just over 3 inches tall, has been declared the world's smallest dog. Pearl is so small, I couldn't even see her in front of my lawnmower.
You know, according to CNN, casual restaurant chains across the country are facing a crisis, with many declaring bankruptcy, including Red Lobster, Hooters, and TGI Fridays. Here to comment are two Applebee's barflies, Darlene and Duke.
Hey, how you doing, Shay?
Hey, it's 9 a.m. somewhere.
Cheers.
So you guys are regulars at Applebee's, huh?
The one and only. May the Lord bless and keep her alive.
You know, it's sick what's happening in this country. I tell you, it's sick.
It's sick. You have places like Applebee's, TGI Fridays, or Olive Garden keep closing down. Where are we supposed to go, huh? Uber Eats? Hub Grub? Roblox?
You know, this is America. Our restaurants are supposed to be inside of malls between a GameStop and a Lids.
And the food should be microwaved by a local drug addict.
And I should know my table is ready because the host gives me a flat vibrator.
Well, you guys seem really upset.
You know, first they came for the blue strawberry Daiquiri Bacardi bucket, and I said nothing.
Then they came for the Bourbon Street quesarito lo mein, and now I'm saying, why? Why are you being taken from us?
It's okay, hon. It's okay. Have a sip. Sip it out.
Guys, I don't think anyone's taking them from you. I think people just aren't going anymore.
Well, why not? Are they insane?
Insane? Where else are they gonna get barbecue sauce on the rim of a plastic cocktail glass?
I want my fries wet. I want my lava cake dry. I want my salad sweet. I want my chicken wings sweet. And I want my raspberry mojito salty with a curly fry straw.
I want bacon on my cheese. I want cheese on my chips. I want chips on my salad.
And I want your lips on mine.
Mwah.
So you guys are a couple.
Yeah, a couple. A couple of sexual partners.
There's an emotional connection there as well.
Okay, so you were saying these places are important to you, huh?
Well, they're important to the whole culture, Michael. Right. These chains created some of the most beautiful words in the English language. Sampler, boneless, bloomin' onion.
Asian glaze. And I'm not talking about what he does to me in the handicap stall.
You know, point is, these chains are where Americans gather, Che. They're a place for families.
To get together and exchange custody for the weekend.
12 years old in the burbs, you have your birthday at Fuddruckers, and you joke about the name.
You know, I thought it was a slur. Like, look at that Fuddrucker over there. What the Fuddruck is wrong with him?
Yeah. Is he gay? Is he a Fudd ragged?
Oh, my God.
Oh, I can say it.
No, you got it.
It's okay, everybody.
Whoa.
Oh, I hear our food coming.
Oh.
Howdy, Duke and Darlene. I'm here with your usual sizzling sriracha fajitas with a side of Asian glaze.
Oh, thank you, Benson. You know what we always say? Apple